The following movie is rated R.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mutant Year Zero. Thank you for joining us again as we try to survive the wasteland. If you're new, hit the subscribe button and bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Also, be sure to leave us a comment so we know how we're doing. Thank you, and welcome to Mutant Year Zero.
So to start the
lack
session,
of anything else,
basically we can go ahead and just let me know what you want to do for the project.
All right.
You've got a tank that you haven't started working on yet.
Was there some kind of part that we still needed to get though for that? I don't think we've hit the National Guard armory yet, have we?
No, you have not, and you haven't gotten to that point yet. Right now, you've just got a straight 4 projects. I haven't given you your 5th or 6th one yet, which will require parts.
All right.
So what do you think? You want to work a project on the tank, or you want to do something different? I've got the list of what you've completed and what your status is in the chat right now.
Yep. I'm almost in game. I had to make some food because I'm starving. I didn't eat anything today. A tank project is totally fine with me.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay. So the first tank project is a comprehend roll. And you've got to complete 10 successes to get that done.
All right.
So go ahead and give me that's actually your mojo spot right there. You got some good mojo on those.
You mean comprehend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of big on everything, but we'll put that to the side for now.
Always somebody got to brag about it.
Well, I mean, they just give me this perk, they just get this perk where it's like, no, just roll your manipulation for anything. Have fun, kid. And then I never roll anything, ever. No successes. Even though I'm rolling 10 dice.
Well, that's where you get after getting as much XP as you've managed to soak up over the time. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and make your comprehend roll. So there's 2.
I think we expected that from me.
Velvet's still trying to understand exactly what it is. I don't get what we're
You
doing
guys are
with
lucky
this.
she can read.
Perkin is calculating the massive amount of dice that he gets to roll for this.
Of course.
Here's my 32 dice. You're welcome. I think he's being dramatic. All right, 2 successes.
Da-da-da.
All right, if Echo is able to get in or Reg comes in, we'll let them roll also. But you've got 4 out of 10 towards that now, so that's not bad. It's a good start. Okay. So, just update on Cilia. Cilia is basically stable at this point, and I believe you worked on the rabbits too, didn't you, Perkin? He worked on the rabbits, didn't he?
What do you mean by worked on the rabbits?
Well, you had a couple that were injured.
Yeah.
Okay. I was pretty sure you had, but if not, you would have basically patched them up also. In the 2 weeks roughly that you've been working on Cilia and kind of just getting things back to normal, if you can say anything's normal in this world, the rabbits have made themselves useful and are trying very hard to be proper guests. Okay, just an FYI on that. I don't know if you really care, but I thought I'd let you know that. I think their hope is that they might be allowed to be integrated into your little commune here. But anyway, from there you had spoke with the council, and they had various things that they had mentioned. I think the big one was the people that seemed to be stationary back where you found the rabbits with the pirates. But they've also mentioned the facility that seems to print people, and of course also they've talked about the hell drivers and anticipating possibly another action on their part against the pirates. So, given that, where would you like to proceed?
The pirates that are standing still is the more pressing issue between the two.
Okay. Do we want to use Echo's character as the NPC stalker, or do we want to do something different there? Or I guess I'm forcing. I shouldn't try to force a stalker on you. I mean, do you want to take a stalker? I guess.
Really, there's not a substitute for it. Because everybody would like to know where they're going.
They are kind of an important pin in the system, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So again, do we want to take Echo, or do we want to go ahead and take? Really, you're stuck with at this point. What is their name?
Fenton, I believe?
Yep, Franton.
Franton, there you
Because
go.
Cilia is still laid up, fighting off an infection.
Yeah, we could take Franton. Seems that we don't really have much of a choice.
Well, there's probably other choices, but he's going to be the most experienced in the group. Which, by the way, just of note, Cilia, I'm going to put that at this point, she has 10 XP, and I will let you decide how you want to spend those 10 points, okay?
Okay.
I think a point in know the zone and a point in endurance would make the most sense.
Hey, okay with me.
Okay. Chev, you think that'd work?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. 1 point in know the zone and 1 point in endure. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. XP spent. And Franton, let's go ahead and give him 5 points to spend. What would you like to spend on Franton? Where do you want to put his XP?
Find the path.
All right.
Yeah, I could use it to be higher.
All right. That is spent. And you all should have control of him. I think I've got him set for everybody. Okay. What way do you want to go to get to back to where you were at? And are you going to take the truck?
What were we looking for?
We're going back to the pirates, where the pirate ship was with the people who were just standing there.
Oh, right.
No truck.
I was gonna say, yeah, no.
And then we'll go across the river on the little boat right next to the ark.
So go ahead and show me, use your token here to show me which way you want to go. Okay, stop right there. Perkin, do you wish to spend some points? Animal points.
Yes.
Okay, how many are you going to spend?
I'm going to spend 2.
Okay, go ahead and give me your roll. Well done, no issues there. And give me your other roll then, your danger sense roll. Okay, you have got a bad feeling about something that might be up ahead of you on the path.
Stay sharp. There's something dangerous up ahead.
As you're walking, you start hearing conversation, kind of up around in front of you. You can't quite pinpoint it, but it sounds like a couple people talking, and they appear to be walking, or they sound like they're walking while they're talking.
Anything in the voice to indicate mutant or animal or otherwise?
That's probably not going to be doable from the voice.
Okay.
Give me a hunt roll -3.
Let's see here. Hunt. -3. So it's 2. Nope.
Okay, the wind isn't wafting at you. The wind is moving away from you or to side, so you can't pick up a scent either. So you are hearing noise coming from that direction.
Well, I believe it's time to sneak.
Gonna set up a little ambush spot. Does it sound like it's getting closer?
Yes, they're moving in your direction.
Okay. Then yeah, get over here. Maybe use a mutant point to give ourselves a little to dig in order to give ourselves a little bit of concealment.
Kind of dig out a
A
foxhole
foxhole,
in
if
it.
you will.
Yeah.
Hardy har har.
Always a comedian in the group. Okay. So you basically dig out a, let's see, it's 30 feet is what you can move?
Correct.
Yeah, so you've got basically a full full hex that that you can get in, and everybody can fit in there if you want, or if you want to spread out a little bit. Like Velvet, you've got some cover there and concealment. Perkin, with your stuff there, you're covered and concealed. Very light concealment for you, Chev. And then where do you want Franton? You all can move him.
Franton will be in the hole with me.
I think you should have access to his.
I don't have access to his token. I have access to his character sheet.
Here we go. All players. There you go. Now you can move his token. Okay. So the voices continue to get closer. It's basically coming through about like that now. They seem to be moving closer and kind of along this route, kind of. Basically gonna hold your positions.
Yep. I don't want to dig another hole.
Okay, somebody roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-sided die for me. All right, give me another hunt roll, Velvet. This time only a -1.
There we go.
Okay, you're definitely you got a whiff of them. Definitely haven't taken a bath in a while. Smells human.
Humans on the way.
So what are you gonna hold your position still?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a sneak roll from everybody. Okay, Perkin is the only one that failed, but Velvet, you can share your one for Franton and one for Perkin. That's right. Didn't we read that last time? That
Yeah, you can share for
you
sneak.
can share a sneaky. Okay. So everybody's good. That gives everybody a single success. You hear a dog bark, and you see a dog come around kind of the corner there. And the talking abruptly stops.
I would like to ready my firearm and take aim in the direction, ready to take a shot as soon as someone pops up.
So
Very much the same thing.
this you see this person come up and kind of looks down at the dog and says, "What do you got, boy?" And it's got his rifle at low ready.
Does that look like a pirate? I can't tell.
Yes.
I'd like to let our marksman take the first shots.
Seeing as how we're not talking to this guy basically ever.
No. This is a hunting party.
Can I tell what this guy is wearing, armor-wise?
Looks like he's got some sort of vest on. Looks like it's basically what police would wear, like a combat Molly gear kind of vest.
Cool, because we're gonna go for a headshot.
Oh. Why so angry?
And
All right.
you know why.
All right, so I'm going to give you a -2 for the headshot, okay?
Can I make it to a -1 if I take aim? Since
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be moving.
Yep. He's not moving a lot. He's still moving.
Alright. Oh wait, I need to do this properly. Because I need
Not
to use the
terrible
attack
distance,
button.
but
And reduce my 1 for called shot. Guess what we're not doing? Not pushing that.
oh, is that your with your bow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2. With the called shot modifier, I'm going to allow a bypass of the armor. It's really not the way the rule reads, but this is an ambush situation. You've taken aim, you've taken a penalty, and we're gonna play that out, okay?
Okay.
So, you let the arrow fly, and it sails through, and as the guy's kind of turning because he hears something, basically the arrow goes right through his left eye, and he kind of grunts and starts to turn and say, and falls. I'm going to consider that a fatal shot. So the dog barks immediately.
I
And
would want to shoot the dog. It would be a gun, so it would definitely be loud. But I wanted our marksman to take the first shot.
Right. I figure everybody that wants to take a shot needs to take it right now if they're going to take it, because we're going to go into initiative after that. You've kind of blown the ambush at this point. So, I assume you're shooting at the dog and not the dead body.
What? No, I wanted, just to put more holes in it, Can never be too careful these days. What with the plot device going on and all.
Plot device? What are you talking about?
I am making fun of NPCs in video games.
Oh.
That's how they talk. They generally will talk when you're just like walking past them in the game. Terrible times, what with plot device going on,
I got you. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and attack me. My poor Poochie.
And it's just the +1 for take aim, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, look at that. Okay, so get that puppy out here. Mm-hmm. Oop, roll twice. All right. Ignore the second one. That does 2. What do you want to do with your stunt?
Make the dog drop something it's holding. All of its teeth. I'll put that into extra damage.
Okay. Don't know why you'd want to do that. The round passes through the poor pooch's chest as he's kind of looking your direction. It goes right through his chest and it drops him like a rock.
Oh boy.
All right. At that point, you hear a feet pounding the pavement. Initiative roll, please. Velvet, what does that make your roll?
6.
Chev, what's your total?
10.
And still waiting on Branton and Perkin.
6 total. Franton's coming up with an 8.
Okay, 8 for Franton. So Chev, you're the champion today. Where would you like to move to?
I think I will move north 2 grids.
You can move all the way out like to here if you want. 25 feet.
No, I think, tell you what, I'll just go to there.
Okay.
And I
You
should be
catch
able
him
to-
through. Yeah, you can see him moving through the bush, and you've got a full backside and basically a full-on sprint away from you.
He's running away.
Yep, he is.
Hmm.
Elbows and elbows
I
and
think-
knees,
I
high
think
stepping.
I think I just got to shoot him.
Okay. Well, that's 2 points.
I will not push that roll.
Okay, no luck there. All that rigmarole, and I lose a point of armor. Fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way. And that's 2 points of damage, right?
Hang on, sorry.
From your weapon?
Yes, damage is 2.
Okay. All right, so let's see, who's next? Franton would be next, but actually I'm going to let Perkin and Velvet go before Franton. I want the PCs to have the fun here. So Velvet, it's up to you.
Take aim, and this time we're going to go for a kneecap. And we are going to draw a special arrow. I'm going to take out one of my serrated arrows.
Okay.
Take aim and fire. So with I don't think there's any negatives on that. Oh wait, no, it's a call.
Well,
Call shots -1, take aim's +1, so it just goes back to normal, right?
Yeah, you'll need to move into a position where you can see him.
Okay. So I won't be able to take aim then. That's fine. So let's hop on. Oh, it's this guy. So let's hop on over to this set of trees. Can I see him from here?
Yes, I think so. Let's see. Yep.
Okay. Go for them kneecaps.
All right. And you're doing a called shot. Is that a talent?
No, just something we've been doing. Should it not be?
No. Having played some Twilight 2000 now, I think it would be cool to really incorporate some called shot kind of stuff more mechanically in this, where if you call a shot, maybe there's a specific minus for what you're shooting at, and then you also have to get like a success above your regular, like in this case you have a success stunt. You can then use that stunt to actually execute the called shot, and I would let you bypass armor and things like that on a routine basis, you know. But anyway, we'll talk about that some more. For now, let's see here. If his armor is, I guess I'm just not going to be able to roll anything from these guys. All right, so yeah, this arrow goes right through his leg, and it's 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just causes. I just wrote down it causes some kind of bleed.
This arrow
That
does.
way,
It causes a bleed. What do you mean?
it causes a bleed. Yeah.
Okay.
We never really specified it, but particularly if he manages to get away from me, I'm gonna be able to track him. He's bleeding everywhere.
You're tracking. Okay.
If he gets away.
Well, it's looking more and more doubtful, especially with an arrow through my thigh at this point. All right, so Franton can go. Probably would move out somewhere in here to take a clear shot. Perkin, are you rolling for him? I took it that you were.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I am. About right there.
That should do, yeah. Oh, a miss. You, I don't, NPCs typically don't push. So
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna hold to that. I think just trying to give me a half-wit chance here. All right, so I am going to make haste, but I'm having trouble because I've got an arrow in my flipping leg. He is not even looking back. He is running. Actually, I'm going to run into some cover. Okay. Top of the turn, Chev.
Yeah, I assume 90 feet is well within long range.
90 feet would be... That's actually short. I do believe.
I think I will shoot him.
Yeah, short is 20 to 30 yards. So that would be 90 feet.
Yep.
Oh, look at there. You got a success. Don't you just suck.
I would hope so with 13 dice. Should have 2.
And of course. Okay, you drop him. The report of the rifle, and you see him go headlong further into the woods, basically, and falls. All right. What would you like to do now?
Maybe not a hunting party, but definitely a scout or something. Remember, scouts don't report back if they're dead.
It's the general idea, yes. I'm gonna hop down and head over and take a look at this first guy.
Okay.
If there was anybody with them, they would have heard the gunshots.
Yeah.
Okay. So, pretty standard from what you've seen in the past as far as clothing. It's definitely kind of a piratey type of style that you've seen. He's got a scrap rifle. That's about it. He's got. Well, let's just roll it for giggles here. He's got 16 bullets and a scrap rifle.
So he had Kevlar armor or something.
Oh yeah.
He
I'm
had
sorry.
his freaking life savings and bullets on him, though. Jeez.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Here we go. I'm like, yeah, they got armor. Why is that not showing up? Yeah, it's a military plate carrier. And it's got plates front and back. It's good for typically 4, but this particular one has a hole in it.
He got shot in the head. I didn't.
Oh,
put
no,
that hole there.
that's the other one that has a hole in it. It's down to a 2, the other one. So yeah, this one is a 4.
We're gonna relieve him of that, seeing as how he won't
You
be
want
needing it
one,
anymore.
Franton?
Yeah, he would take that in a heartbeat.
Throw the armor towards him. All yours.
Okay. Go ahead and put in there in Franton's a military plate carrier at a 4. The other one is at a 2. It needs repaired if it's going to get its full value. Both carrying scrap rifle, which is a little odd for them. Usually pirates are carrying heavier fare, you know.
Better weapons.
Yeah. But the scrap rifles are much lighter as well than an assault rifle. You know, their bullets in the rifle are a lighter weapon. Looking at the dog. Something ain't right about this dog.
Well, what's so not right about it?
You don't see any blood.
Who shot the dog? I'll look back towards the other 2, 3.
Is this a real dog?
Are you gonna go check it out?
Yeah, of course.
This is a 3D printed dog. Just like your buddy Robert.
Well, there's the problem. He doesn't have any blood. Well, I mean, he does, but it's not. It doesn't work that way. It's not regular blood, so it's not blood. Yeah, he doesn't have any blood.
How is that possible? It's a dog, right?
Oh no.
Sure feels
It's,
like a dog. Even smells
looks
like one.
Looks like this one was he's like Robert.
So a fake dog.
Yeah.
Weird. We're gonna go check out the second guy, who I'm assuming he is dead.
Well, I assume you're going to take it easy or carefully go up to him, right?
Yes. Definitely not gonna just trapeze over there.
Just going to run up. Is he dead?
No, he does like a backflip and a cartwheel or whatever. Ha! You've been bamboozled by the intrepid troop.
Okay,
the Intrepid Trio and Franton.
So, yeah, he is definitely dead. There is blood. There's blood on the other guy too. What's as you're kind of looking over this one again? Scrap rifle, of course, has plate carrier, but it's got holes in it. And this one has 19 bullets.
Jeez Louise.
But what's concerning is while you're kind of patting him down, to your right, you hear a little boy. Little boy, did not read your last transmission. Please repeat. and you look over and there's a handheld radio in the dirt.
What? Given how she is not completely into technology in any capacity, will she recognize what that is?
Yes, because you've recently completed an ARC project on that. So Velvet
True.
would have seen some of that and would have been part of some of the discussions, probably on how they were going to utilize the radio and things like that. So Velvet would be familiar with what radios are. Still probably doesn't understand how you can make a magic voice come out of a box several miles away, but understands that this is some sort of technology that's not some sort of weird mojo, and that you guys have recreated it, I guess.
Well, upon hearing a voice and understanding that that is probably some kind of radio, everyone else will see her tail frizz out, and she is going to run back to the others.
Okay. What are you going to share with them?
That one, he's got one of those talk boxes things, radio.
I would like to go see it, pick it up, and then hand it to Chev.
Okay. Chev, it's a pretty simple, straightforward radio. Looks like it's a 16 channel. It's set to channel 2. And while you're holding it, it squawks again. Little boy, check in. Didn't read your last transmission.
Yeah, Chev just looks at everybody else and shakes his head.
Velvet slowly takes out her axe.
Chev probably wouldn't want it broken.
Looking slightly disheartened, she slowly puts away her axe.
But Chev just looks at everybody and says, I assume if I answer this, it won't make things any better.
Probably. I don't know what they're doing up here.
Probably a safe bet that they're down towards the water.
Yeah, the waterways are all unfrozen now, so they're going to be back on patrols looking for crap to steal. If we don't say anything, they're probably going to send more people to investigate.
And if we do answer, they'll probably send more people too.
So, break it? And throw their body somewhere else?
Or turn the radio to a different channel.
What channel is it on now?
Channel 2.
Is that information we can use?
I don't know.
I was more asking Chev than anything else.
Oh.
Well, we would know that they're at least transmitting with one group on channel 2. They may be using other channels for other groups.
Do we have access to those channels back at the Ark?
Probably.
So, in theory, we could find out which channels we could have someone posted up on our radio and listen in on their operations?
That is a strong possibility.
We should do that.
So, is the intent to head back to the Ark then, or move on?
Move on, but keep the radio. Probably turn it off, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to turn the radio off then?
Yeah, turn it off and stash it.
Maybe listen to it for a little while, basically, until they stop saying check,
Right.
respond.
Perfect. Yeah, so they make a couple of more attempts, and then you hear Thunder 1. Thunder 1, little boy is not responding. Send out the asset.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
You guys want to stay where you're at, or are you going to do any kind of moving, or?
suggest leaving.
We could always go get some boys and come back and have ourselves a proper fight.
I'd rather set these bodies up with mines than deal with that.
Do we have any mines?
No. I mean, I can make a trap, but if I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
actually kill somebody with it, that's a problem.
Did we manage to make any other pipe bombs?
You did
I
make
can't
some.
quite remember.
Did I write that down?
I know we did try to make some, yeah.
I remember
I wanna-
trying. I don't
I
remember
want to say
being
you made
successful.
like 3, but I can't remember for sure. Down.
That's the thing is I think I remember trying, but I remember being completely unsuccessful and not being able to make any and being kind of upset about it. So then I made Molotovs instead.
No, I feel. Oh yeah. You made Molotovs. That's right. I do remember that now.
Can we make some sort of trap using these when they check the bodies?
Oh yeah.
If I get it next to a tree, I can do it. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Nothing else on them other than the checking pockets and everything.
You hear a buzzing in the air, and
Uh-oh.
it sounds like it's
That's
approaching.
not my headset freaking out. Okay. I was like, oh my god, what is that? Did I pull something? Oh my god. The music stopped. Okay, what is this? I don't even go into Task Manager and everything. Jesus.
Sorry. Yeah, sounds like the buzz of a. Basically, what you're hearing is a quadcopter, and it's approaching.
You mean like a drone?
Yep, a drone.
Oh boy.
So it's your sensitive hearing would hear this and give you probably a couple of, like maybe, well, not a couple of minutes. I'd say you have a good 60 seconds to 90 seconds to decide how you want to play this, what you want to do.
It's time to dig.
Jump in the heavy cover.
Well,
Digging
Yeah.
would be best.
and are
Grab
you
the bodies, drag them into the hole too, and
okay?
try to make it seem like some monster that digs is what took them.
Oh, okay. You're going to try to set that up. Okay.
Yep.
The trees would probably provide plenty of cover. Just saying, But if you want to dig, go ahead and give me your roll for your mutant point. Okay. Are you going to pull the bodies into the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. Just the dog and these two over here?
No, I actually want to leave the dog out, but pull the bodies in.
Okay, so you're going to drag both bodies over.
Yeah.
Into this hole that you dig. We'll say it's here. And leave the dog here, basically.
Do any of us have claws? Or
Yes.
can you put a couple slash marks on this dog, please?
Done and done.
Okay. So where the bullet holes were, there are now slash marks.
Okay.
And the bodies are just gone in the hole.
Okay, are you covering the body? Or would they be visible from above?
Oh, no, they'd be... I'm trying to make it look like a body or a monster came through, took the fleshy people, and then left the dog that's a robot.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're going for. All right, so you're going to cut it close. Give me a move roll to get into the tree line before this thing is in a position where it might see you. You're doing a lot in 90 seconds.
Yep. If I fail, I need to know whether or not
Jesus.
you need me to do this now or after, okay? If I fail the move roll, I want to just dig. I just want to use my burrower skill.
Okay.
Would you allow that? Or do I need to pick now, move or burrow?
No, no, I think you need to pick now, probably.
I'm going to burrow then.
Okay. Spend your point. Nice. In the ground you go. Are you going to kind of cover yourself up? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to not leave another open hole there, basically.
Correct.
Okay, Velvet. You would have time. The digging the hole thing is.
Oh, that was for him, not for.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Everybody else is okay. That you're just kind of waiting for Perkin to finish digging, and push the bodies in. And unless you're standing out there to help him push the bodies in, then yeah, I guess I would need a move roll.
I think most of my time would have been spent making that those scratch marks look convincing.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So this thing, you hear it getting closer and closer and closer, and it looks, you actually spot it kind of through the trees, and it's not coming on a straight line. It's kind of giving a bit of a ziggy-zag kind of course until it gets somewhere right in here, and then it hones right in, and it comes down low over the dog, and you can kind of see the camera ambulating and stuff, and then it kind of moves over the hole, and it sits there for a minute, and then up in the air it goes, and it heads back the way it came on a more direct line. It's not zigzagging anymore.
Turn the radio back on. Let's see what they said.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So after a bit, about the same time that you had to wait for them to get there, you hear a little bit of chatter about Thunder 1. It appears little boy has been taken out by something. We probably need to retrieve the gear. Go ahead and send out a unit to retrieve that, and the bodies of the two idiots that got themselves killed.
Mm.
So
This
it kind of
like
sounds
a
like
large group.
sounds like they maybe took the bait on what you were laying down.
Good.
Is it time to go yet? I think it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
But if they're retrieving the gear, then they need to have gear. Like if they come back and see that a plate carrier is still on them or is missing from them, that's going to be an issue. Like if they came back and there was just skeletons, that would be one thing, But if they come back and it's just a plate carrier missing, then we got a problem. Or if there's no bodies at all, which would mean we would need to take the bodies with us.
Whatever, fine. Take the bullets they had and let's go. Sorry, Franton. I think you'll have to leave that armor here.
Franton isn't terribly upset. I've made it this far without it. I think I'll be fine with a little longer. It did feel really good to have it on, though.
We'll need to make the bodies a little bit more convincing that it was torn apart by some sort of animal too.
The bullet hole in one of the pieces of armor may.
What if we just rip off that whole section, like the whole piece of cloth, and then take the plate carrier and
it's the hole in the plate behind the cloth that's more difficult to deal with.
Right. Well, I mean, no. Cut, make it rip on the cloth, and then take the plate carrier and make it look like something just ripped the plate carrier off of this dude.
Oh, okay. Like you have the plate missing out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
No problem.
If you need to make it look more convincing than a monster attack, takes out Axe.
Well, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and do this as a hunt roll, and it's basically what I'm doing is you're calling on your knowledge of creatures and stuff to make it look convincing. Okay.
That's a 1.
All right, so your first guy, no problem. Go ahead and do the second one. All right, no issues. And you've already, the dog was not as difficult, unless they cut him down the middle and see that there's a large cored out portion of him down through the middle.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, there's only one new hole on that dog.
Yeah. If they look at the anus, though, it's not going to look quite right.
I'm gonna make the suggestion that most people are not gonna check there for obvious reasons.
All
I
right.
think that one's okay.
One of our dead 3D printed dogs. Let's take a look.
At its butt specifically. I'm really curious about that. The thing it doesn't need.
All right.
That's a
So
fair point.
you've essentially made them look tore up. And you're leaving all the gear?
I think we could take probably some of the bullets and be okay, but other than that, yeah.
Okay. So, scratch off what you're leaving. I am so disappointed.
Okay,
I thought you were going to walk off with all the gear, and I was going to be like, I was.
Can we clean up our brass and make sure that Velvet gets arrow back and whatnot?
Oh yeah,
as well?
I get the gist. You're setting the stage here, and I figure you'll clean up everything you need to clean up. And the 2 hunt rolls here are plenty for me to verify that you guys have done a good job of covering up your scene. Okay, so you're here. Do you want to do any more scouting duties, or are you heading beaten sheets back to the Ark?
Oh, I don't really think our scouting is done yet.
Mm-mm.
But,
Okay.
but, getting back to the Ark and letting them know it's hot outside right now, summer came early, isn't a bad idea either.
We can always come back and look for those things, although I imagine if they're out here like this, they're probably going to find them and take them before we can get back to them. Which they may already be gone by now. That's 2 different sets of pirates in a week?
2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks since you saved the rabbits.
Yeah, they're pressing this area pretty hard then.
Time to speak in code ourselves. Our uncle came out, and he brought his little boys with him.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now. I don't even know what an uncle is.
Alright, so I guess I just need to know if you guys are going to head back, or if you're going to go ahead and come into this hex where you can basically see down the river to here.
Let's make it quick, but do a little bit more scouting before we head back. Just a smidgen, just a little bit.
Famous last words.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, go for it.
Did I miss anything?
No, just kind of talking about whether or not you need to head straight back to the Ark, or if you need to do a little more scouting. I don't know what you're worried about. That's probably just 4 or 5 guys out there causing a ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
Causing a ruckus and making some burgers. Because, there's 5 guys.
I will headbutt you.
Bring it on.
All right, show me where you
My
want to
rat
move
will
to.
last a quarter of a second in a fight with you. Let's go.
But he would look cool while he's dying.
Velvet doesn't deal that much damage, you guys. Come on.
I only have 3 hit points.
I've seen Velvet one-shot quite a bit of stuff. I don't know. There seems to remember a little axe incident that happened a while back.
Okay, you have to understand, she really,
And
really hates
accident-
robots. That might be the only thing she hates more than humans are watchers/robots.
All right. So do you want to? I just need to know where you want to go. I guess. Show me.
I'm having trouble removing my my character sheet from views that I can look at the map. Oh, hold on. My character sheet got big, and now I can't scroll on it or move it. So
Oh wow.
Reload.
okay. So what was the spot that you were saying?
Well,
To take a look at
from
it?
here, basically, you can see down the river to here, to the bank that you were on. That's where you spotted the two still standing there. I think, if that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll do that. We'll take the binoculars and take a look.
Okay, I assume you're going to go in a stealthy type mode.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so let's see some rolls from everybody. Is that a grunt of I don't like rolling stealth because I'm bad at it grunt? or I ate something spicy and it's bothering me and I'm about to fart grunt.
No, that was a not very sneaky.
Oh, okay. Not your forte, is it?
Don't know why it rolled shoot.
I mean, they are next to each other.
Okay. So, oh,
Yeah.
Chev is not as sneaky as he'd like to be.
But I can push that, right?
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Ouch. You got to take that damage too, that temp damage.
Oh well, you already rolled for You rolled for Francis first, so you got extra success on there. So we can just give that to Chev.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll give that to Chev. Chev, you wanna take that before you take the damage?
I was thinking it, but I didn't want to metagame.
No, go ahead. That
Thank
roll
you.
happened before that, so
Thank you,
I'm
oh
cool
great
with it.
and merciful one.
No problem. I like Amazon gift cards. If you want to pay
Behavior,
homage,
gentlemen.
you want to pay homage. All right, so you guys sneak up to the bank there, and you're in nice concealment. You've got your binoculars, and you look down the bank, and I'm just going to show you the map here. I got to do a quick change in that though, since you're coming at it from a little different angle.
This river is radiated to hell and back.
So I've got you on the map, but obviously you're not on the map. I mean, you're just
That's what we're looking at.
yeah.
I am not on the map. I'm looking at our regular
Yeah.
world map.
I haven't moved you there yet. I'm getting
Okay.
things ready. Also, you notice quite a bit of smoke coming up as you're coming to the edge. You see columns of smoke, at least 3 distinctly large ones with several other smaller ones that appear to be fires. Okay? And when you look downstream, this is what you see.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
You need a lot of bigger everything.
And what these are like appear to be for perimeter lighting maybe, and they're quite large. Those are, and then of course you see the people scattered about, moving around, and they've cleared out a section of trees you can see, and are setting up what appears to be a rather extended stay area.
So that's the kind of thing we need to take out before they have walls and other stuff. The earlier we hit that, the better it'll be off will be.
It's going to be difficult to get close with all those dogs. Which is smart on their part.
We've maybe learned a thing or two.
And they built all that in 2 weeks, roughly.
Well, it's just tents, and it's pretty easy to clear trees. And this dock looks like it's a floating kind of it's segmented, so it's just something that they'd have on the side of the boat and could basically shove over and then anchor down, you know. It's all pretty quick put up stuff. They don't have anything necessarily permanent yet. But what you see here could be set up within 3 or 4 days pretty easy.
It's just how many people are down here. Why would they have so many? Are they looking for us? Specifically? They go all over and
Well,
like
I mean,
steal stuff, right?
A large and organized force did kind of completely take out one of their outposts not too long ago.
I just don't know why they'd be bothering with down here. They know they cleared us out before. Or thought they did.
Well, you did kill off a couple of them and left them there.
Maybe they're trying to set up at the dome. And they're staging here to start moving down towards it.
Be cool to have a hostage, or not a hostage, but a prisoner that you could interrogate, wouldn't it?
You know what else would be nice? Throwing a zombie at these guys. That would be nice.
It depends on how much of them is robot.
Biowarfare. You are evil.
So are they! So, going home now. Yes, I think I've seen enough.
Yeah, we probably need to report this.
Yes, we do. Because they could stumble across us at any point now. And probably get ready to make some more preparations.
Of course, they may be specifically looking for the rabbits, too.
The... Do they have those one things that you can keep stuff on?
What do you mean?
It's like a box. It's got like an eye on it. They keep stuff, pictures of stuff.
A camera? Is that what Velvet's asking about?
I think so.
That's what she's trying to describe, yes.
You don't see any cameras per se there.
No, like, and this is talking to Chev, like inside, like would they have, like would the robots have those inside them at all? Do you know?
It's possible.
If they did, and those 2 ones we left there, if they, There's too much about this I don't know. Let's just go back and tell people to get ready in case they show up here. Because if they're going around looking from there, they're eventually going to find us. Which means we may have to get ready to move again, although to where I don't know. So I'm going to make the grand assumption we're going to go make our report now.
Yeah, we're leaving. We are leaving!
Okay. Gonna do it sneaky I
Very
assume?
much so.
Covering your tracks kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone give me a sneak roll for the first zone. And I need a hunt roll also from you, Velvet, to cover everybody's tracks.
Do I have to make a sneak roll as well?
Yes.
Okay. Hunt first. Got a success. Okay.
Frenton
And
gets to
sneak.
share a sneak with somebody if he wants to.
That'll be me, apparently.
Okay.
That roll. There it goes.
Uh-oh. Roll.
Well, let's see
I'm
here.
not pushing that.
All right.
Well, I already called it, so.
That's
oh
all
well.
right. Basically, Velvet, you're like covering the tracks, and you're like, Chev, I need you to be a little more diligent about where you're stepping. You don't use the word diligent though, because that probably wouldn't come out of your mouth as far as Velvet. But you're like, stop leaving tracks.
Stop having feet.
Yes, you're getting frustrated. It's like your big boots are leaving these massive prints. Walk lighter. All right, next one. Let's see everybody's roll.
This may have been before my time, but did we ever establish why this is here?
I'm sorry, I missed the ping. What?
This giant skull and crossbone?
It's very poisonous there. It's basically the rot level is off the chart.
Passed off the charts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Chev did
This
better that
entire
time.
river is irradiated to hell. Let's see here. Sneak. Do I need to continue making hunt rolls?
Yes, I mean if you're going to cover your tracks back, yeah. Nice.
Lord.
You get a sneak, and you get a sneak, and you get a sneak.
Yeah, I think I got us covered this time. Agility. Hunt.
Okay, cool. All right. Going to continue with that program? Or
Sounds like it.
go ahead and just feed it.
Let's hit an extra square here on our way back.
Okay. Move it where you want. Right there? Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a find the path. Okay. And with the stunt?
Rot
We'll take an
levels,
artifact
please.
from behind door number 1, please.
Okay, no artifact.
Okay. Oh,
It's ruins.
how dare you?
Kind of in ruins. Area of ruins.
Right. What kind of ruins, just out of curiosity?
Suburb kind of thing.
Okay.
With some stuff that looks like it might be, smaller. I don't want to say city, but I mean there's a few larger buildings that appear to be like a downtown area.
The remnants of a Sears.
All right.
I actually had the misfortune of visiting a Sears store, like the month they declared bankrupt and were clearing out everything. It was sad in there.
Okay, so did everybody roll their sneak? And we need a sneak and
I rolled the
roll.
hunt, which I got a success on it, and I'll roll another sneak. 2 successes. Ah. Spot Chev. Which at this point, I'm imagining in sheer frustration, just picking up and carrying his heavy-booted ass.
Frampton doesn't currently have a success.
Oh, then I've only got one to spare. And what time is it currently? GM?
Oh, sorry. That's muted. You can't hear nothing when I'm little red lights on my mic. It's roughly late afternoon, early evening. You've got about probably 3 hours until sunset. 3-4 hours.
Well, it's a good time to come back. So I think we have to go by without Frampton having a success.
Yep, I've got it. Got it noted. Okay. Where do you want to move to now? Are y'all hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to go where you want to head to? Okay. Going to continue being quiet and hunting, using hunt to cover up tracks.
Our regular patrols already reach out this far, right?
Oh yeah. Your regular patrols are out here.
There's not really much of a point of it now.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just head back.
Okay, so head on in. All right, what do you want to do when you get in?
Report.
Are you all going to the council? Or?
Oh, yes.
I would imagine so, yes.
Okay. So you all head into the council chamber. And they're all there.
We've
Hello.
got problems.
What's the problem?
The pirates have set up a camp at the spot from before.
What spot before? Where you engage them and save the rabbits?
Correct.
And when you say set up, what do you mean set up?
Tents, fires, some structures and construction that indicates they're planning on staying for a while.
Clearing out the forest.
They're clearing the forest?
They cleared an area where they put their tents up.
Oh. You can see physical concern or not physical, but you can see concern on their faces. That's what I'm trying to spit out. They are not liking that.
They also have an asset, a flying machine that allows them to fly like the robots do.
You saw this?
Flew right over us. They didn't see us, but we saw them.
Okay.
Was it a single seat? Was it a single seat quadcopter type deal?
No, it's a
Quadcopter drone, I think.
Yeah, like the size of a DJI, maybe a little bigger.
For surveillance.
Yep.
Didn't have any weapons, but it did have some equipment to see stuff.
And they had a mechanical dog.
Oh yeah, they 3D print the dogs. Like when we saw Robert, they're doing that with dogs now.
Oh. So why would they do that with dogs?
So that they can have enough of them. Plus, I imagine they could probably change some of the features of the dogs, whether it's more of like an attack dog or a smelling dog, which it seemed to sniff us out just fine.
What do we need to do?
My recommendation is that if we sit here and do nothing, they will find us or hints of where we are eventually. If we attack them, they will still know that we're here, but not exactly where. Plus, we can cause some damage to their equipment. Put a little bit of a cost to their adventure here. I think that's our best outcome.
Do you think we need to signal the hell drivers?
It didn't look like a big enough compound to require their assistance on this one. It was 2 barges. Was it right? It was just 2 barges?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it was small barges, not the big ones?
Correct. It's the smaller boats.
Maybe 15, 20 guys. A couple of dogs.
And we have a radio.
A radio of theirs?
Oh,
Yes, we have a radio of theirs.
didn't we leave that behind, though?
No.
Okay.
Well, I thought you said you were leaving their equipment there, but
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Strike that.
okay.
But we do know what channel they were using, and we can possibly listen into their communications from ours.
Chev, this is Suchet. Chev, do you think you can tune in that channel on the radio gear you have here?
I can definitely try.
I'd like you to do that as soon as possible, he says.
I'll do it now.
Okay.
Or when you were done with us, I should say.
Okay. What size of a force do you think we need to attack with? This is Alman Kerr.
Did we get a decent look at what kind of equipment they were all carrying?
You had plenty of time to look through binoculars and see what they're carrying, and it was a mishmash. You had a couple of assault rifles hanging out there, a lot of scrap rifles, though, which was kind of surprising. And they all seem to have those vests that you saw. Of course, you don't know for sure if there's a plate in them or not, but they all appear to have those vests. And what other kind of equipment you might be asking about? I don't know.
What did they have on the boats? Did they have any machine guns set up on the boats or anything?
Yes, they did. They've got heavy machine guns on the bows of the boats.
I'm not really sure what we should take. They've got better weapons than we do, and they've got big guns on those boats. So before we do anything, I think we need to deal with those boats first, because if we go in there and they shoot at us with that, people are not going to live.
It would make sense to disable them with the smaller operation first before the main force moves in to make its attack. Same as we did with the other one. Of course, we stand to have quite a bit to gain as well if we decide to capture some of their assets, like the machine guns or the flying machine. Though that might prove a little bit more difficult.
So the councils, you can tell they're mulling this over. And finally, Calgu says, all right, round up the force that you think you need. I think I would like to at least notify the Hell Drivers that there appears to be activity here in our area of with the pirates. Because this has us concerned. And we want our allies to be aware, just in case we need to come together. So we're going to go ahead and light the notification fire, so that we can set up a meeting.
Do we have a way of? Do we have any way of taking out that helicopter?
when you looked at it, it does not look armored. It looks like a flimsier piece of equipment. You're pretty sure bullets will do just fine on that. It did not look armored. It was very lightweight.
If someone were in the air from all the way down there, would that helicopter be able to spot our signal fire?
No, that's too far away for that to spot from where they're at. You're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles away. No,
Yeah, that's
unlikely.
through the earth.
Yeah. And again, this thing wasn't flying high. It's literally the size. It was the size of a thick textbook. As far as the body of it, imagine about 4 of your textbooks stacked together, and then it has little sprouting little quad chopper arms with a camera on the bottom. So it's not like heavy like what you've encountered in the past, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
Something like this guy.
Exactly. Only imagine more cobbled together. Looks like they maybe built this out of bits and bobbles.
A scrap drone.
Yeah, essentially.
Gee, it'd be nice to have some grenades right about now.
The oh, hang on, I'm about to have a sneezing fit. Hang on just a second. All right. Zingo says, "Well, we'll handle getting the notification fire lit. Your team needs to focus on gathering up the people and bodies that you need to go against this this team or this base or outpost, whatever you want to call it, they have set up. So that's your priority. We'll send another stalker to go in and light the fire and set up and arrange for a talk with the Hell Drivers. We'd like to see you head out immediately for this. So tomorrow morning, do you think you can be ready to leave?"
Yes, the sooner the better.
All right, so they're basically dismissing you, and as you are getting ready to leave, one of the council helpers kind of bursts into the chamber and says, "Council members, Stalker Benzo has returned and he needs to speak to you immediately." And they're kind of dismissed. They said, "Okay, you all can leave. Do you leave or do you want to hang out for this?"
Hang out.
Well, I'd like to hang out for it.
Okay, well, they're not completely ushering you out. They say, send Benzo in. Benzo comes in, and it's one of the newer stalkers that you've kind of seen around. It's actually one of the animals, animal mutants, that's kind of taken up the new the ability to learn new professions and things. He is one of the apes. And he bows deeply. You can tell he's nervous in front of the council. He's not used to this. Bows very deeply and says, "Council members, I have news of something that I spotted that is a concern. I was on a foraging mission to the northeast and spotted what appears to be, based on the descriptions that we've received and been told to look out for, are a pirate. And they had an animal with them that looked like possibly a dog. And I immediately left the area and came back to notify you that they were seemed to be patrolling in an area close to us.
Was that one of ours?
No, no, Velvet, it was not. This looked like a human and smelled like a human. I had to leave quickly to not be spotted, but I'm sure this is what you would call a pirate, and basically gives you directions. And basically, it's F7 is where this was spotted.
They're pushing further out. Seems everything by the river is dried up. So they're opening up spots all along it.
I think I have a radio to tinker with.
Okay. Give me a just give me a one of your tinker rolls with let me pull you up here. I don't know. What do you think might make a good one for this? It's not really inventor.
Yeah, all I'm really doing is just trying to tune it to the right frequency.
Right. So, let's just go ahead and do a regular jury rig roll, and I'm going to give you a +2 because this should be fairly easy for you, given that you know what channel they were on, and you've messed with the radios during the process of basically the ARC project, that you kind of get an idea where that should be on the realm of frequencies. Nice. So you get your main radio set up, and you're kind of rolling through the frequencies, and and boom, you lock on. And you notice that with just a little adjustment, you actually can catch, looks like 3 other frequencies as well that they're using. And there's a fair amount of chatter on all 4 of the frequencies.
Do I hear anything of importance?
Just sounds like there's several teams out searching. You don't know for what, though.
I think I'll give GMAC instruction to monitor the radio
Okay.
and report as necessary, and then I'll pass word about that I've found 4 of their frequencies, and they have multiple teams out searching the area for something.
Okay, so
I would probably report that to Suchet, I guess,
okay, so
since he specifically asked me to do this.
gotcha. The how long are you going to listen to the radio? I guess that's a question I want to ask before we go too much further here.
I'd say probably I'd probably dance between the frequencies for, I don't know, half an hour maybe.
Okay. In that time, you get a pretty good impression that these teams seem to be emanating from one base, not from multiple.
And we assume that that's where what we saw.
Well, assuming that's a what they would consider a base, yeah.
You know, well, I think there was enough there to be considered a base. But that could be a bad assumption too. It may be a much bigger force than we expect. But
Do you
yeah.
want GMAC to listen for anything specific?
I'll explain to him to listen for conversations. If they find something specific. I mean, or if they sound like they get a little excited about something. Or I don't know if excited is the right word, but if they find something and they're reporting it back, we definitely need to know about that.
Okay.
And then just general movement information too. That beacon might not be a good idea.
You want to share that with the? Well, I guess they're sharing it with the council right now, actually. Yeah, that's pretty close to that. That'd be kind of close. You want to wave that
Yeah.
off?
Well, before Chev left to work on the radio, he would have understood where they were, right?
Yeah, you guys have a pretty good clue.
Yeah. Chev would have probably waved that off before he even went to go check on the radio.
Okay. The council, they're like, we need to get word to the hell drivers. We can't leave them hanging. How do you propose we get a hold of them if we can't light the fire?
If you light the fire, you are going to attract attention from these pirates.
They set up shop at the old animal tower, right?
That's where the alert fire is. You've set up a system because you can both see the tower from there where your base is.
Yeah,
if you remember, you guys didn't share where your base was, but you could
and
both.
Neither did they.
Yeah, but
and they'll be able to see it too, and then
you are to meet.
Group,
Yeah, you're to meet then at the tower within.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 days or something like that, or 2 days.
Yeah, and we'll probably have a group of them waiting on us, or whomever, and then it'd be straight into an ambush.
The elders are.
We go on foot. We don't have any other options here.
We're gonna have to send boots on the ground to meet the hell drivers somewhere other than the tower.
Well, the council is definitely pretty adamant about wanting to notify their allies, essentially.
Taking out the main base is far more important than taking out the small one. We take out their whatever main base they have for their operations, it could dry up the rest of their resources that they have everywhere else. So we talk to the hell drivers, we get a force together, we hit the main force. We hit the main base for the pirates.
Okay. I'm going to give you something here because Suchet is on the council. Suchet says, what about Lena 12?
She would definitely know where their base is, yeah.
Or would possibly know how to notify them outside of what has been established. Now the council is saying, which task do you feel is more important? We need to notify the hell drivers, but we also need to eliminate this base immediately so that before these scouts stumble onto our home.
We do not need to divide our forces with this, I don't think.
Notifying the hell drivers. If we plan on coordinating with them, then we need that to happen ASAP.
Does that mean we need to go find them?
Grab Lena, beat feet.
And if we're lucky, maybe we get to snatch a source of information on the web.
Okay. So Lena isn't terribly difficult to find.
I certainly hope not.
No, she's one of the foragers, but those have been called in. That's the other thing the council did right away is they're calling in all foragers and anybody that's in that 1 hex away kind of thing. They can't reach all of the stalkers that are out, so there's not much they can do about that. But stalkers are stalkers; they should be taking care of their own business, The other than that, so yeah, so it's nighttime. Are you rolling out at night, or what are you doing there?
We need to roll out tonight. This needs to happen now.
Are we taking the truck?
Are we running the truck without headlights?
It could be done, or it's got you can do the old World War II trick where you tape up most of the headlight.
Yeah. Is Reg's helmet operational?
No.
Darn it.
Oh, speaking of, I think I said I was going to take one of his blades.
Yes, I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah. What was the stats on that one?
Yeah, let me see here.
Jeff sighs as he realizes that another melee-focused individual is going to have that accursed, wretched +3/+4 blade in its hands.
Okay.
Well, unlike him, I'm not dual wielding it, and also unlike him, I am not melee specific.
So the
Your melee
machete,
specialized, though.
Now,
the machete that you are interested in would be Stacy.
it is being unnamed.
Stacy is a +3 and does a damage of 2, and is currently has a plus is only at a +2. It's been damaged.
Okay. 2, maximum of 3. This is melee. Any features on it?
No.
Okay. We're gonna leave my axe behind.
Okay. So you're not interested in the machete Susie.
Is there a difference between the two?
Susie is only a +1, but does 2 points of damage.
That's fine. He can be buried with that one, or burned with that one, whatever happened to his body.
Oh, I'm sure the weapons were all collected. They wouldn't let go of a weapon of any type. All right, so you're gonna beat feet with the truck.
Yeah. And before we depart, Chev would have let Suchet know that he's got GMAC monitoring the radio, and that they may want to set up a runner for information transfer.
Rather, if we're taking the truck, I'll leave the axe in the truck.
Okay. You yourselves do have radio communication now. This would be close enough at the tower that you could probably still. Let's see. That's 1, 2. Could probably get some sketchy communication at 4 miles away with the radio. You got in the right spot.
Before we leave, can we set someone up to try and learn some of the protocols they have on the radios? That might be useful for us later running counter some, trying to mess up their comms.
Yeah, GMAC
Well,
probably could do that.
Yeah, GMAC is listening in. As far as protocols, what he could do is he could get a check-in schedule. Kind of figure out when they're calling, when they have to report in. Maybe could determine what grids they're at That's a little harder.
Well, what I'm more interested in is call signs and orders.
I am sorry.
So
I,
like
I, I was blowing my big old schnoz when you said that. What are you more interested in?
call signs and orders.
Okay.
So like what is the radio name of the big place? Like when they call in, they say, they say mother hen, this or little boy, this is mother hen, or something like that. And then uh, what they're asking for,
Like Thunder 1 is what you were talking about there. Like
right. So all of that kind of different stuff, and like the main base, what's its name, and stuff, because I don't want to reveal too much too early, but I think it could be very useful.
Okay.
But the names, and then like when they give instruction, like proceed to grid, I5, or return to base, or contact here, those kinds of instructions. That's what I'm interested in, is how they issue their orders and what the names of the locations are.
Yeah, so GMAC could probably just keep a log.
Okay, so list the names, how to issue order, and what else?
The other information about how they schedule things and grid coordinates of bases
Scheduling.
and whatnot. Also, anything interesting that they end up finding, that would also be interesting. Good information for us to have if they're like, oh hey, we found something here in G6 that we really want to get to.
Okay.
Return to base.
Yeah, and if he keeps a log with what time the communications go through, then we can definitely figure out timing on the schedules.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So you've got to basically walk to your truck, because I think you had it parked out here. I can't remember why you had it parked out here. But we got our little truck icon out here. And you're heading out at night. So this to get to the truck is not a big deal. That is heavily traveled and not a problem. But when you start heading north from there, I think I'm going to need some scout rolls probably to just make sure you're seeing what you need to see.
Yeah, and I have some gaffer tape to alter the headlights.
Not off of me. You're not getting scout.
Are you bringing Franton with you again?
Gonna have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are here, and are you just going to the north here, like so, or are you going a more zigzag pattern to them?
So what has Lena 12 said about how to contact them?
So in talking with Lena, she says you just basically need to go directly north from the animal towers, and she's not sure on distances, but in talking with you, you're figuring it's at probably between 3 and 4 miles north. There is basically a what's a good word for it? It's almost like a message board. It's an area where information is shared by other hell drivers that have gone out and looked at stuff, and it's like they leave signals for each other about different things. Some of it's cryptic stuff that she couldn't really help you with, because they use they might leave a big 3-pound nut sitting on a can or something. She doesn't know what that means, but it's a code that they've got. And then some of it, there's actually a place where they've got shorthand stuff scrawled on a like an old school chalkboard or something that they can leave messages for each other. But it's kind of a refueling message board area. There's a place there that she says you can get some fresh water that still bubbles up from some sort of source from underground through a pipe and stuff.
All right.
So which way you want to go? You can move the
North.
truck also. You should be able to move the truck icon. So, all right. We got our scout roll for that sector. Go ahead and move your next one.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All righty.
Looks like I got that one.
All right. Which way you gonna go this time, Perkin?
So is that like a main road?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no. It's a well-traveled zone, so you know your route through it.
Right. I'm curious for the purposes of other people that would be trying to move through here.
Okay. There's sections of it, but the roads that you see on this map, you can't. They're
right. They're in too rough shape to be able to really travel on.
Yeah, exactly. It's the old map that you're looking at that has these lines, but there's most of the time those lines don't. When you get there, it's just dirt and grass, unless it was an overpass or something like that. Okay, you've got a good scout roll there. You can go ahead and move into your next hex. Okay. Gets a little more dicey because you're in with some buildings now. You're in a city ruins, and that diesel is reverberating off of the remnants of buildings and things. So, and it's a little harder to scout because you can't see all the corners and everything, but you're doing okay so far. Go ahead and move to your next one. Okay. Good. Okay, on that one there, you briefly see in the air, you catch the sight of something in the air way to the east. It looked like a light flashing in the sky.
Okay, back.
Somewhere way off here. You just caught a glimpse of a little bit of a light flash in the sky.
All right. We want to find a place to ditch the truck here.
On foot in the city at night. Oh boy. I can just hope that their place is close to here then, so I don't want to leave the truck by itself for too long.
Okay, so you are going to go foot from here. Give me a scout roll again. Okay, as you're kind of got everything gathered up and you've got the truck put away where it's not obvious and everything, you hear some voices and walking, and you kind of look down one of the roadways that goes between the buildings, and you see a group of folks carrying torches. And you can tell you're pretty certain these are hell drivers that are walking south.
We have any way to approach them, Lena?
Yes, Lena knows how to approach them without being shot. That's something you probably would have worked out also in your negotiations, is basically don't frickin' shoot me, kind of like Flash, Thunder, kind of like that whole World War II thing, so we didn't kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
So how long are you going to wait before you initiate that contact?
Why would we wait?
I just want to make sure you weren't.
Okay.
Or see
Yeah,
if you wanted
after-
to.
Once we figure out, what the protocol is from Lena, we can be like, "Hey, man, don't shoot me! I'm coming out, man."
So when you holler out the whatever the code term is, it kind of, you can tell you startle them at first because they weren't expecting it, and then they relax almost immediately, and they return the proper proper signals to you as far as everything is okay. And it's a group of about it'd be 4 of them, and they what are you doing so far into the city? We were actually heading down to set the notification fire. We needed to talk to you.
Don't set fire. They can see it. I think we've seen the same thing. We have them down there too.
Are you talking about the pirates?
Yes.
Oh, this isn't good. We've spotted several patrols that are coming in from the east, headed in west from the river at all different spots, and we've also seen them coming up from a southerly course as well. We were coming to notify you. We haven't had excuse me. We haven't had to engage them yet. We've been able to stay away from them, but they seem to be searching for something.
Yes, they do. We have a bead on one of their main base. We know where their main base out of all of these is at, right?
Well, we know where A base is.
Yeah, you know where this this one is down here. That's
Or they're building a base there.
All right. I thought that we had a line on a bigger base somewhere as well.
that's up north. That's north. And then you had that one
No,
where you
not the rig, not the oil rig. I'm effectively confused. I thought that like they had a forward operating base for their operations here in our section of the map that they're trying to set up, and that we knew where that was.
Yeah, you blew it out of the water. Is that where
No,
the cave?
another
The cave.
one, like the new one, a new one.
I don't remember talking about.
I think the crosswire came when you mentioned that we figured out they had one base. We never really figured out where that base is. We just know that they're operating out of one base somewhere.
Okay, yeah, it's not in your sector. I don't have another base per se in your sector. You wiped out the one that was at the cave.
Okay, well, the confusion on me is definitely that sucks, because I might have prioritized this a little bit differently. I thought that there was another main base that they're using right now that we hadn't already blown up, that they were using, and that we knew where it was. So I wanted to go and talk to the Hell Driver so that we could hit that first, because if we hit that first, if it existed and we hit that first, it would disrupt the supply line for every other base down here on the river.
Down range. Well, let me look at my notes. I'm drawing a blank on when.
No, that's something that I thought we learned this session, not previously, but here now, within the last 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think the mention of the main base was the wrench you got thrown into it.
Who mentioned? When did I mention a main base?
I think you were talking about the one up north.
What context did I mention in? Because I'm drawing a blank on what we even talked about.
I don't.
I remember we were talking something about the radios and something here. I don't know.
I think it was something to do with the fact, like I said, about we figured they were operating out of a base somewhere down here.
No, I know what I said. When in his listening to the radio for about 30 hours or 30 minutes, I said you're figuring that they're operating out of one base. That there's not multiple bases.
Gotcha.
Is that not what I said?
That's
That is what
probably
you said.
That's it. That's it.
I don't think we ever figured out where it was, but we do know they're operating from one area and spreading out.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't say it's a main base or anything like that.
Either or, this was still a good thing to do. So
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, but it's a matter of ordered priorities.
No, I
Do
get
we
what you're
take
saying
out the-
because the clock is ticking. I get what you're saying. But that, this is the kind of thing that could happen based on what you're hearing,
and I
So the
know
Hell
that-
Drivers, they said we haven't located any kind of base.
Okay.
The people seem to be, what we've observed are boats going up and down the river, and they seem to be depositing search teams of some kind, and we've seen some teams that appear to be coming up from the south also.
Well, we need to get together and coordinate trying to find out where they're operating out of mainly, and then organize a force and take that out.
Do you want us to capture one of
yesterday?
Do you want us to capture one of the scout teams? We've actually got a line on one that's somewhere to the east right now, roughly.
Yes, that would be very helpful. We can do that.
Okay, you want to move that way at night with this group of 4 Hell Drivers?
Yep.
Okay. The Hell Driver that's been kind of leading the conversation says, I think we're probably okay. I'm going to send one of my guys back to basically let them know that we've talked and that we were concerned that you weren't aware that they seem to be searching, and we know you have a particular affinity for the pirates, he says kind of jokingly. So he said, if it's all right, just the 3 of us will go, and we're going to send one back and let our leadership know that you're aware. Is your leadership wanting us to get together to take this base out, or?
Yes.
Oh, they are. Okay. I'll. He says, Sticks. Let him know that we need to put together a crew. How many? He looks back to you, Perkins. How many do you want?
We don't know what the base is or what kind of size it is yet. We need to find that out before we can effectively organize.
Okay.
We need that information from that scout.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, Sticks, just let him know that we're going to need to meet up again once we figure out how many people there are, so we can figure out how many people we need to send to help the crew out down here. Sticks kind of gives a kind of a half-baked salute and says, "Got it. Catch you later, Raj," and heads on out. And other than that, you can lead the way to the east that you want to go. Then
I can't grab the thing without grabbing the truck.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, so this is a new zone for you, but it's not a new zone for the Hell Drivers. I think I'm going to go ahead and let you do a find the path, just to call the zone found for you. Okay. So go ahead and roll that for Frenton. Okay, perfect. All right, from there, where do you want to head to? Okay, roll to find the path again. Okay. Do you want to push that on there, or this is a scout roll?
That was an accident, because what happened is I was trying to roll find the path and instead rolled scout on Perkin. Because I have both character sheets up.
No worries. Nice. Okay. So give me a scout roll, Velvet.
You are just validating my bright idea to start putting points into this. Which I completely fail. Never mind.
Okay. So everybody can roll a scout roll. That's okay. So we've got a success there. Let me see. Do I still have that? Okay. So you are smelling in this zone. You're kind of catching the whiff of what smells like maybe a campfire that's cooking something, and it's coming from directly east. Or yeah, it's coming from the east.
I think it's time to head in that direction with a little bit of sneakiness involved.
A little sneakity sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Perkins good.
Good lord. We're gonna push. Well, actually, we have Franton and Lena with us.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll Franton's. I'm checking Lena right now.
3 5s. Ugh.
Sneak is an agility, right? Yep.
Yep.
She gets a success. She's sneaky.
Well, let's see what Franton gets.
Oh, hey, they popped it. That's
Okay.
just,
Oh, God.
number 3 was great.
Well, you got 2 successes on the first one, so I'll take the other one.
All right. Is there enough to cover everybody, basically?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chev messed up and passed.
Messed up and fast. I love it.
Yeah, he took Velvet's advice to heart.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna pick up and throw him somewhere. Real stealthy then.
All right. So as you're kind of following this and tracking the scent and everything, you realize it's coming from Evelyn's compound.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
And it's nighttime, and you see light coming through the front gate, and it seems to be illuminated inside.
Did she stay with us or did she go back?
Nope,
She
stayed.
came back with us.
Yep, she stayed with you guys. Felt like she had better chances.
Yeah, she'll be none too pleased to hear her place is being used by assholes.
How many?
You can't. I mean, you'll need to move around to see that. You've approached from this corner here, and
How many can I hear?
Oh, now that's a good question. I guess go ahead and make it a scout roll with a -1. Actually, you.
I didn't do it with a -1.
That's okay. I'm going to say that you don't hear anything other than, you kind of hear if you really lean in, you can hear the crackling of the fire.
Let's go around to the back.
You're going to go around to the back? You want everybody to
the back
follow
of the
you?
compound. Yeah. That is...
I cannot see other people, at all.
You're up against the edge there of the bunker.
Okay. Just tell me when I hit the corner, please.
You're there. Whoa. You're look. I think I know what you're planning. There you go, right there.
Yeah, thank you. Of course.
Somebody's gonna do a little burrowing. So Velvet, Chev, are you following them around back?
I'd
Yeah, I
like
can't.
to, but I physically can't see where anybody is.
That's exactly what I was fixing to say. Is I can't see anybody.
And now it's completely dark. What? Yeah. Yeah. Nope.
Yep. Yeah. You're not gonna see anything really where you're at. It is dark, and you don't have any lighting, any kind of lights going right now.
I think it's ridiculous that only one animal type has access to night vision. He's very silly.
I have special eyes.
You do. I don't. Only you and cats get them, which is bullshit.
Actually, also don't have dark vision, so there's that. But I could have.
You
had
could.
it. All right, am I good to roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your mutant power. Diggity dig dig dig. Okay, so I don't know how to. Let me see. I think I could probably do this. We go to dynamic lighting. This is really cool. I have to tell you, Perkin, what you're doing here. This is cool.
Oh. I have gotten so much use out of that burrower talent. It is just fantastic.
Can I just give you my animal power points? I never use them.
I really wish, because I've burned up 6 so far this session. I only got 4 left.
Oh, can you not see any light from there?
No, I can't see anything.
I see absolute darkness.
Oh, wow.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It must still be dark because of the building that's in there. All right, so you see a little bit of dark here. Let me, I'm just going to put a little light source in here. So it's like a beacon here. Or ambient light, rather, not beacon. Let's just use, I'm going to use a campfire token, but there's not a fire back here, actually. This is just to produce a light source so you can see where you're moving in. Can you see now?
Hey, there we go. Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Anyone come up through the hole with me?
I don't know what your hole is. I see you, a sliver of you.
I'm going to take that as a yes if you can see me. So.
Yeah, you guys all need to kind of head for right here.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's on top of Birkin. Don't want to be on top of.
Can Chev fit in the burrow?
Oh, yeah, yep. He burrows 30 feet, and he's only going about 12, so he can make it much bigger. Okay, I'm gonna
Now, I don't think that they have. I don't believe that they've would have trapped anything anywhere else, but I'm still going to be checking for it regardless.
Okay, explain to me how you're getting in through here once you dig out. What's your operating procedure? So I don't have to keep asking you.
Okay. I want to be, as I'm walking along, of course, walk very, very carefully. I am looking for tripwires and welcome mats or anything that covers the ground.
Okay. Chev, what's your procedure?
To follow exactly where Perkin goes through.
Okay. Velvet?
But keeping an eye out as well.
Kind of the same, except I'm also going to be looking for a place where I can get up to a vantage point so I can friggin' see.
It's going to be hard. You can get up on top of these vehicles, but you can't really see over the house or this little shack that's in front of you.
Well, then if I can't get up, then I'll just follow Perkins' lead.
Okay. All right, let me make a quick check here. Okay, so you move around the corner, Perkin. Where are you going to move? Just move 1 hex. Tell me where you're moving. Okay. Give me a scout roll. No booby traps, but you hear something on wood. And around the corner of the house comes a dog. And he stops dead in his tracks and looks at you and then barks. What would you like to do?
Can I burrow underneath this dog?
Yeah, I think so.
How far away is he from me?
All of 10 feet.
All right, so this is wonky, and I expect the answer is going to be no, which is fine. But I gotta try it because it would be novelty.
All right, let's hear it.
I can't see the markings I'm making. Dog. And then let him fall.
So you're burrowing under the house?
No. No. I'm burrowing down, then up, then pushing myself off to the side and letting the dog fall past me.
Oh, I got you. All right, so that would be probably require first of all the burrow, and then I'll need a move roll to get out of the way of the dog.
That's fair. I have to try it, so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Of course.
Uh-oh. What is the 3? You temporarily lose your capacity for coherent logical thinking. This means you lose the ability to speak as outlined in 4 below, but you also completely unable to use tools. You also lose the ability to use the skill comprehend. Effect lasts D6 hours. It goes off, and you can still make a move roll. It didn't say you can't make a move roll. But from there, you're going to... Can't use any of your tools. Okay. So the dog is going to make a move roll to try to not fall in. And very easily does not fall in.
I had to try, though. Dumb, but I had to try it.
Okay, so that puts you right beside him. Velvet, I don't think you would have seen him hit to the burrowing, but you can hear him, and you've heard it enough. You know that Perkin is burrowing, and you've heard the dog bark, and it sounds like it's coming from over here. What would you like to do?
God damn it, Perkin. You said this was a shed. How tall is it?
It's probably to the 8 foot to the roof on the lower part of the roof, and then it goes on up to probably 12, 15 feet.
Let's see if we can get on top of that.
Okay, you're just doing a regular climb roll?
Yep. We're gonna use an animal power point. Just one. Cool. So that's 2 extra.
Okay, let's see that climbing. Okay. So you're up on top. I can't put you on top though, Velvet, because then you'll see inside the house because you'll be in the basically the other what's it called? Dynamic lighting area. So I'm going to put
Yeah, I
you up
gotcha.
here on the side right here, knowing that you're on the roof on this corner here, okay? On this corner over here.
Okay.
Chev, what would you like to do?
I will move up to wherever Perkin exited this area.
Right here.
Yeah. And just try to assess what's going on.
Okay, you see him kind of rolled out of a hole, and you see a dog kind of in time to kind of see it bounce back and avoid falling into the hole, and is now looking down at Perkin, or we're looking at probably eye level with Perkin.
Part of me thinks I need to shoot the dog, but that's going to bring attention. Of course, the dog barking has probably already brought attention, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
I'll approach where Perkin is to try to distract the dog from bothering him.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself up there. You'd still have an action. I mean, that's not talking about.
I think I'll
Yeah, you can get to the dog in 25 feet, so that would not be a big deal for you then have an action if you want.
Oh, yeah, I could try to hit him with the wrench. There we go. Bear with me, my buttons are extremely slow.
That's all right. Nice.
Well,
Warp.
that was parry instead of attack, but
It's the same dice roll though, right?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Hitting our big old dog.
That's why the skill wasn't showing up. And I think I'll take the second success for extra damage.
Okay. So 1 point. The dog yelps. And let's see, these guys one would come on around. The other two would head this way. Down the other side of the house, or shack. Let's see, I'm going to make a move roll with this guy. Oops, I got to get them out of here. I got a baseball bat. I'm going to make a move roll to try to get around you. Okay. So he kind of slips by everybody and then home runs the dog here.
Poor pup.
And that bashes the pup's skull right in. Or, well, I guess I got to do my armor first. It might not be dead. I did get lucky and get one blocked. Oh, no. Nope. The dog, in a guttural grunt, drops dead. You hear something from inside. Sounds like somebody moving around. What would you like to do?
Grab the dog, throw it in the hole, and back off.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, if it looks like the hell driver will come with me.
Okay. The hell driver's kind of looking to you, Chev.
Yeah, I think I'll try to back off too.
Okay, so everybody's going to back off. You're going to dump the dog. Something does. Anyway, all right, so everybody's going to back off on this side. Would these guys get the memo? They'd probably come around and not see anybody, so they would stop, I'd say, at the corner and wait and see what's going to happen. Velvet, what are you going to do?
I see everybody backing off, so yeah, I'm gonna hop down and back off too.
Okay, you're going to hop down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Move you back down for you. Frenton moves over and kind of looks up. You hear like a door open, kind of sounds like a screenish door open from around the corner. And you hear a whistle, whistling for, obviously whistling for the dog.
Let me know as soon as it sounds like he's stepping on dirt.
Okay. You hear him kind of cursing under his breath about stupid dog, and steps out. You hear him walking on the deck that's in front, and you hear the footsteps on dirt.
All right, I think you know where this is going.
Gonna burrow again?
Yep.
Can you burrow?
Didn't say anything about me not being able to do anything that requires mutant points.
Gotcha.
Just said I couldn't use comprehend or tools.
Okay, you're good.
Channeling your inner naked mole rat.
Okay, do you...
That's what tonight is, you know?
Okay, so... Good, you're able to burrow, I think, and get under him. Pretty easy.
I want to keep this small, too. Like, when he falls in, it's going to get very claustrophobic.
With you in there?
Yeah, but behind him.
Okay, so you'll dig and I'm gonna move you over there. Basically, you can get onto his side here, kind of side back area. Okay, and the ground crumbles under him. He basically ends up, his arms catch himself from going all the way in, but he's like chest deep in this hole with you kind of down at his feet where you had burrowed up at that point.
Yep. Now I just want to stun baton him. Just stun baton the absolute piss out of this man.
Okay. Hit it. Can you use that?
It's a tool, so no, I can't. So never mind. I'd still want to do the burrowing thing, but I just want to grab his legs and try to pull him the rest of the way in.
Okay. Give me a... Yeah, just... it wouldn't be hard to grab him. I'm not going to make you roll for that, but you're going to have to make a strength roll at this point. It's going to be opposed.
Force?
Yeah, force. I'm sorry.
I'm going to push it.
Okay. Okay, one success. No. In fact, he's starting to pull you out.
Uh-oh.
It'd be very good for. Well, you see, that's the thing is, I'm still in a hole right now, so I'm in a good spot. But I need the boys to roll up right about now.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go into initiative at this point, I think, because we've got contact here. So let me get everybody cleared. Make sure you select your token. And then roll.
All right.
Like, I know that Perkin isn't the proper like body type to be doing this stuff, but this just makes me want to make a character who is the correct body type for this kind of stuff.
Well, unfortunately, not many animals have access to burrower.
I could still run a rat just with an outlandish force roll or fight roll.
Well, maybe next time.
This one is like a mastermind type, tinkerer type. The next one is just going to be an absolute beefcake of a rat.
Muscular and scary looking. Can somebody roll for Franton? Okay, Velvet, what's your total?
I rolled a 6, so that's going to be 12. Oh, wait, hold on. It's plus agility. Yeah, so 11, excuse me, not 12.
Perkin, what do you end up with?
7.
Chev, what do you end up with?
9.
It's a 9. Okay. I'm going to try to pull free of your hands. Make a roll.
I literally cannot beat that. I only have a 2 right now.
Okay. So he climbs out of the hole. That's his move. Velvet, your turn. You hear a ruckus out front.
Who is Mr. Facebook behind me?
That is Lena.
Okay. And I knew he was over here. Why can't I see in front of me? Like, at all?
Really? Let me see here. Huh.
Like, I have an entire block of section I just cannot see.
That's weird. I don't know what is blocking that, but it shouldn't be. Let me. Oh, you know what? Let me look at. What is in the way there? I have no idea. There's nothing in dynamic lighting that should be blocking that. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of the angle of the light. You're seeing the angles. You're seeing the angle of this light here, and then the angle of this light here, and that's leaving this dark here in the middle for you right here. But there's enough light you can see that there's nothing in your way other than Chev. But you're able to move up here if you'd like, without issue.
Is this the guy that's escaping?
Well, you
Rat
see a
friend?
hole at his feet, and you see him kind of. He's got dust all over him, and he's looking down in the hole at this point.
Well, and take out one of my poison arrows, and we're gonna fire it at him.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to change this, but I wrote down for this: roll a 1d6 if the arrow hits to determine damage.
No, that we can try that. Yep.
Okay. So let's see if I hit. I take.
That looks like a hit to me.
Well, let's see if his armor catches it. We'll add. No, it does not. So I need to roll 1d6 to determine its damage. I rolled minimum, so it deals 1 damage. Put the extra point, 1 extra point into damage, and another point to knock him down if that works.
Okay, so your arrow itself is going to do 2 points plus the 1 for poison, and then knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll put that he is on his butt. Let's put a little purple pip to let I know that he's got something going on. And we're going to do that. And I lost a little bit of armor too, which I've already accounted for. Okay. Velvet is done. Pirates get to go. That's me. You hear from inside the cabin, and it seems like it's right on the other side from you, Chev. What the heck's going on? And this guy's gonna get up and cost me an action to draw my gun and get up, so I'm just gonna stand up, and that's all I get to do. This other guy, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Lena is gonna hold tight. Chev, your turn.
Are these 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares?
Probably 5 foot. I mean, I've been using the snap to center to see.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can get all the way out here pretty easy. You know, all the way out
That's
here,
good. And
out to here easy, or it can stay to the side of the corner or whatever you want to do.
I want to come up where I can whack this guy with a. I'm gonna whack the guy with the wrench.
Okay. The whack-a-mole time.
Well, I'm just trying not to bring attention from abroad.
I got you.
Press the button, wait for it to move.
I don't know who the broad is you're talking about, but okay.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, so I guess that's the one.
No pain, no gain. Okay. As you're coming at him, he looks up, and when you swing, he just catches your hand and wrench in one hand. Clink.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
All right. Pirate, or Hell Driver time. They hear the commotion. They're going to come around and jump in the action here on this boy. It's fixing to be a prison beating. Let's see, this guy's got a machete. Ooh! That's the parry, but that's the same thing. Wha-ha!
He's dead, Jim.
Let's see here. What is that going to do for armor here? Nope. So this dude comes running around the corner and just straight up lops this thing's head off. And I say thing because when the head comes off, blood doesn't start spurting. And it collapses. And so, yeah. All right, these guys were in the process of kicking the crap out of him when that happened. Perkin, your turn. You hear something coming from the house. You're not sure what it is.
Can I move
Sounds
to
like
the
a
door and
like a
then
yeah. Sounds like a
close it?
voice, kind of a hushed voice, but a panicked sounding voice.
Yeah, just move over to the door and close it.
You're gonna close the door.
Yeah.
Okay, as you
Shut it really hard.
okay, well, as you're swinging it shut, you catch something like coordinates compromised, words like that.
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't comprehend anything.
No, I
That's right.
don't.
Yep. Ooh, shoot. All right, so you slam the door shut. All right, so we're back at the top. Velvet, what do you want to do?
This guy got his head lopped off, yeah?
Yep, just like a bowling ball.
Well, I know I heard stuff coming inside, but not what. Does this place have any windows?
Yeah, but they're boarded up essentially. Like this is a window right here, but and there was a window back where you were at, but they're boarded up. You don't think it'd be much to rip them down? It's like they've taken the shutters and closed them and nailed them in. You know.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it's going to take an action to pop out a window. But I'd rather not walk in the front door, so... Alright,
Okay.
Alright, machete, do some work.
You don't even need the machete. Just grab the. You feel like it doesn't. It just you grab a hold of them and just give me a force roll to pry them open.
Well, I'm not great at that, but we'll try it. Nope.
You want to push it?
Nope. Got strength. That's bad.
I'll tell you that was supposed to be an easy thing. These are not like nailed in with 6-inch nails. I'll allow you to rip them open. It's really not that it shouldn't be that hard. They're barely tacked in, just so you can't see in essentially. So you rip these like shutters off the window, and it comes off with a kind of a wrenching sound as you kind of pull it, and it's a little harder than you expected, but it comes off, and it leaves you. There's a window there that's glass, but one of the panes is busted out, and it's a big enough pane that you can get through if you want.
I'm not going in. I want to look in.
Okay.
Generally, are people we were dealing with.
All right. Let me see if I can correct the dynamic lighting for that.
I know whenever I have windows and stuff that might have extra collision, I tend to make a part that's bigger in a different color, so that way I can just grab that one piece and pull it off.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate anybody wanting to look in the windows here, but that's okay. You see, I'll just describe what you see. You see like a living room, kind of a couch and a chair and table and stuff, and then you see a what looks to be as you're facing the building to the right, kind of a entryway, and then straight back south you see a doorway, but it's got a curtain in front of it, and you see like flickering light from behind that curtain.
Okay, well that's an action and a movement, so...
All right. We're to me, so I'll finish doing that. Chev, your turn.
So is the door shut or open to the?
The
to
front
that
door
area?
is now shut because Perkins shut it.
Because I know there's a dude in there. Would quickly telling everybody that there's somebody in there counts as anything or what?
No, that's not a big deal. I'll let that
Okay.
happen.
So so if I go to the door, open it, and move in, that's probably about all I'm going to be able to do, right?
Yeah, probably that's about it.
I'll walk up, open the door, and then stand to the side, and then let. All right. hopefully let one of our allies go in and take care of business.
Okay, so move you up here.
I'll move off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah, opposite of however the door opens.
All right, so our Hell Driver buddies get to go next. They go mad charging in. And you hear a ruckus coming from in there, and somebody's screaming, and you hear what sounds like baseball bats and stuff hitting, and and threats and carrying on and drop it, and basically you hear somebody being subdued. Okay, and they drag this old boy out front here, and he's bloodied pretty good, and they look to you, Chev, and they hand you a radio and say he was talking on this when we busted in. And basically you've got a live guy here now also. And I think this is a good spot for us to finish for the night.
Yeah, but before we finish, Chev will thank our staunch allies for retrieving this device.
Oh, no problem. They say it sounded like somebody was responding, but we couldn't hear it. He had it turned down, and he was just he was just cowering when we came in the door. So anyway, here we got somebody we can talk to now and figure out what's going on.
You know, what kind well, anyway, yeah, never mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was just making the observation. You know, the main pirate guys, you know, they were pretty badass, and the scouting party and this guy seemed to be a little on the weak side. So I'm wondering if they were, maybe a lower class or something.
Well, he doesn't look. I mean, this guy's pretty scrawny. He's not as beefy as most. So that might be the issue. I guess you'll just have to question him next time. Perkin, give me a D6 roll, just see how many minutes that you're kind of out of whack. Oh, so like once they get him drug out and they're kind of standing around, you're doing better. You're not messed up anymore. And that's where we'll leave it then. Thank you for watching another episode of Mutant Year Zero. We appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified when we post new content, and we hope to see you in our next episode. Thanks again for joining us for Mutant Year Zero.